This is Lesson 1062, Causes of World War II. Essential question, what did cause World War II? In the 1930s, as we know, events throughout the world led to conditions that started World War II. High unemployment, desperation, and feelings of betrayal led to the rise of those totalitarian dictators. Fascist dictators Mussolini and Hitler threatened to conquer new territories for Italy and Germany. Extreme nationalism and a need for raw materials led to a desire to expand in Japan under Hideki Tojo. Britain and France were the leaders of the League of Nations, but both wanted to avoid another war. The USA was focused on the Depression and wanted to avoid foreign affairs altogether. Japan, Italy, and Germany aggressively expanded in Africa, Asia, and Europe. And in 1936, these three countries, Germany, Italy, and Japan, formed an alliance that they called the Axis Coalition. The Earth spins around its axis, and they called it the Axis because they figured the Earth spun around them. In 1931, Japan invaded Manchuria in order to seize its iron and coal mines. In 1937, Japan conquered northern China and killed 300,000 unarmed soldiers and civilians during the Rape of Nanking. You can also call it the Rape of Nanjing with a J. And here's a picture of skulls and bones from the killing fields of that event. In 1935, over in Italy, Mussolini began his campaign to create an Italian empire by invading Ethiopia. The Italian army easily defeated the Ethiopians. Critical thinking question number 1. How should the League of Nations respond? Do the exercise. The decision that was made, decision A. The League of Nations condemned Japanese and Italian aggression, but did nothing to stop the attacks in an effort to maintain peace in the world. The failure of the League of Nations to stop Italy or Japan encouraged Hitler to expand Germany too. In 1935, Hitler defied the terms of the Treaty of Versailles and expanded the size of the German military. In 1936, he moved his army to the Rhineland. Both of these actions were a clear violation of the Treaty of Versailles, if we remember the terms. However, both times the League of Nations refused to stop Hitler in order to keep the peace in Europe. In 1938, Hitler annexed Austria. Next, Hitler demanded that the western border of Czechoslovakia, an area known as the Sudetenland, be given to Germany. Critical thinking decision number 2. How should the League of Nations respond now? The decision made was decision B. In 1938, leaders from England and France met with Hitler and Mussolini at the Munich Conference in order to work out an agreement to avoid war. Germany was allowed to keep the Sudetenland if Hitler promised to stop expanding. And of course, he made the promise. Britain and France used what we call appeasement with Hitler. They gave in to his demands in order to avoid war, hoping that he would be satisfied. 6 months after the Munich Conference, Hitler broke his promise and annexed all of Czechoslovakia. In 1939, Hitler demanded that Western Poland be returned to Germany, but he did not want to provoke a war with the Soviet Union. Stalin and Hitler agreed to the Nazi-Soviet Non-Aggression Pact, promising never to attack each other. Secretly, Germany and the USSR agreed to divide Poland. On September 1st, 1939, Hitler ordered the German military to attack Poland. And as you can see, there's this Nazi juggernaut coming to smash little peaceful Poland. Boom. Critical thinking decision number 3. How should Britain and France respond to this? The decision made was decision D. On September 3rd, 1939, Britain and France both declared war on Germany, and World War II had begun.